All right, of course, that is at the Supreme Court where the ceremony is ongoing, and over 145 advocates today will be admitted to the bar. It is going to be presided over by Chief Justice David Maraga as well. So we'll definitely be following that up at a later time as soon as CJ addresses these very enthusiastic lawyers. It is quite an exciting time, really, because it is a step in the right direction when it comes to what they've always envisioned when it comes to law.
That's very true. And this particular event comes at a time when the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the National Assembly did summon the Kenya School of Law, and the issues that were being discussed during that particular committee meeting, revolved around how exactly exams were being conducted within the Kenya School of Law, and some of the issues that had been raised by students, key among them the fee that they've got to pay for you to actually sit an exam with the Kenya School of Law. So we do hope that these are some of the issues that could be addressed by the Chief Justice once he is addressing the gathering right there at the Supreme Court where this particular event is happening. But also remember, Shiksha, as we have told our viewers earlier, also happening today from the courts, we'll have the arraigning of Joe Mwangi, the former manager of Wendy Waeni. Of course, he was arrested on Monday. And he has been held on grounds of fraud, definitely. There's also the whole thing of forgery and, threatening Wendy Waeni's mother. So would like to get the pictures that we have live from the courts right about now. There you have it. This particular event is yet to start, and we shall definitely see what becomes of this particular story moving forward. It actually brings to the forefront a lot of issues that have been discussed, especially when it comes to management of talent in the country. We also remember that issue of MCSK, and actually Hilary Mutyambai has just said that no police officer should accompany MCSK officials while they are going round premises and collecting levies. Shiksha.
All right, for now we'll take you back to the Supreme Court where CJ Chief Justice David Maraga is going to be addressing the gathering, and let's listen in to what words of wisdom he gives to these advocates.
Sawa sawa.
Judiciary, the representative of the DPP, the representative of the Law Society of Kenya, senior counsel present here, honorable members of parliament who are also here, parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to also add my voice in congratulating the young ladies and young men, the newest advocates in town. Congratulations and welcome. I know this has been a long journey for you to get here. You have spent many hours of study to get to this stage. It is a milestone in your life. I see it was even for us who were ahead of you. Your dedicated work and diligence has earned you the success that you enjoy this morning and perhaps the whole day. But let's admit that you have not been alone. I'm sure you received a lot of assistance from first and foremost your parents, and I can see very, very many of them here, more than the young people here.
All right, of course, that is at the Supreme Court where Chief Justice David Njoroge is addressing the students, and he says they've spent hours, but I'd like to correct him and say years of study to get to where they are. And it is quite an honor to serve humanity at the end of the day. So happy moment for parents as well as the lawyers. And yes, it is something that is associated with pride. So right now we'll take you back and let's listen into what, again, he's going to be telling these lawyers. Once again, all smiles there from the Supreme Court. Let's listen in.
Mbalimbali. Nawashukuru sana kwa kazi njema ambayo mmefanya, na wengine mmesaidiwa na with the guardians and your siblings. We want to also thank them for that assistance. I just want to make a few remarks about what you expect as you go out to town. In the practice of law, you must all understand that it is a privilege to serve. I know some of you may ask how it can be a privilege when you have worked very hard for your achievement. But let me tell you that to serve humanity and to serve your fellow Kenyans is a great privilege, and we should consider that as such and serve our people with humility. It is very rewarding when you offer legal advice and assist somebody to have his legal rights enforced. You will be treated with respect if you respect yourself. Respect yourself and respect the people you deal with. Does not matter their positions in life. When they come to you for assistance, assist them as the situations demand, and you will earn a lot of respect. You are going out there to, some of you will get employment in various institutions, corporate bodies. The DPP has already invited you to join his office, and those of you who will join the judiciary, you're most welcome. I want to tell you that those of you who will join, that the judiciary, the kind of work we do demands quite a bit of your time. If you are going to be successful as a magistrate, as a judge, you will need to spend a lot of time on the work that you have. We write judgments over the weekends, and you have to be prepared for that. If you don't think you can do that, please don't join the judiciary, because then you will have a problem. You will have complaints coming from everyone, everybody about the late judgments and those kind of issues. But I want to assure you that if you come and work diligently, you will have a very, very fulfilling life on the bench. The privilege of being called learned friends comes with responsibilities. It comes with responsibilities. You have to uphold the professional ethics that you have been taught, and as lawyers, work and maintain the standards of the profession so that we can continue having the respect and enjoy the confidence of the people we serve. A lawyer who does not maintain professional ethics will soon find that he is even shunned by his own colleagues, because then they will not want to be associated with you. But I'm sure you will understand that and work very, very hard. The demands of the practice sometimes require toughness, strength of spirit, not only with the opposing parties and the council, but even with their own clients. You have to have the courage to refuse to act in some matters where the client's instructions to you are to violate the rules of professional conduct or to violate the rule of law. As advocates of the High Court and the Superior Courts in this country, you are now stewards of justice. You are stewards of justice. In whatever you do, you will of course fight to win cases for your clients. But it's not all the cases you will win. Because you know, when you go to court, one party will win, the other will lose. You could be acting for the one who is going to lose. Your duty is to ensure that the court reaches a just decision in accordance with the rule of law. It is not to do anything irregular to make your client win. It is just to ensure that the court reaches the just decision. As you grow in the profession, you will learn from your seniors the challenges they have had and get their experience, and you will enrich yours as you move on and find that you are serving with dignity, and the people you serve are people who are going to respect you and uphold your dignity. As officers of the court, as I have said, you must uphold the rule of law at all times and ensure that you prepare for the cases that you are going to handle. As a judge for a number of years, I can tell you that we have seen some cases that are lost simply because counsel has not prepared this case properly, has not presented evidence properly, and you leave the court with no option but to dismiss your client's case. I'm sure you are going to get prepared before you go to court. We're having serious challenges to do with backlog. Backlog, of course, we take responsibility for delays in courts as judicial officers. We ourselves cause some of those delays. You must also admit that some of the delays are caused by counsel, who come when they are unprepared, and instead of going on with the cases, what they want is to adjourn. And even when you grant the adjournment, come the next time, you will find that perhaps it's even in the same place. Please assist us to fight the backlog and bring it down. For us to be, an investor destination country, we need to determine cases as quickly as possible. Investors are interested in the enforcement of their rights under the contracts they enter into. If it is going to take 10 years, investors are not going to come to our country. And we will all lose, including yourselves. So it's important that we uphold the professional standards and deal with the cases as they come expeditiously, so that we enable the litigants to move on with their businesses. Once again, on behalf of the Kenyan people, on behalf of your friends and relatives, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you once again and welcome you to the legal profession. May God bless you.
Right, of course, that is from Supreme Court, where Chief Justice David Maraga is admitting over 145 lawyers to the bar. And remember, since 2016, after presuming office, of course, he has admitted maybe 1,300, over 1,300 lawyers.
That's
right.
true.
And right now in the country, we have 13,000